I'm going to make a long video about this later, about Cardi B possibly getting into politics. It's going to be much more detailed with some video footage and whatnot, but I got to do that another time when I have the time. I just wanted to talk about this specific topic. Cardi B had posted a tweet on Twitter, obviously she's tweeting, on January 13th of 2020. And she said something so interesting, and she got into a back and forth discussion with a conservative. And this is just the beginning of the end of Cardi B's political career, because she should never be a politician. I'm going to get into that a little bit in this video, and I will elaborate on it even more in my lengthy discussion. It'll probably be a 20-minute video to maybe even a 45-minute video. I have to see how I feel. I'm going to go back and take some notes because I had been saving some information for a while now. I think it's time to pull it out. But what Cardi B said was, I do feel like if I go back to school and focus up, I could be part of Congress. I have so much ideas that make sense. I just need a couple of years of school and I can shake the table. No, shook the table. Shout out to K. Michelle. No, forget K. Michelle. K. Michelle has me blocked on Twitter. F her. So Mindy Robinson says back to Cardi B, you're going to need more school than that, with the white power, OK symbol emoji. Your spaces are off too, but hey, how can we hold you accountable for kindergarten level crap? Am I right? And then Mindy Petty Robinson reposted Cardi B's tweet, edited with red marks like a teacher. She fixed what Cardi B says, and now it says, I felt like if I went back to school and really focused, I could get voted into Congress. I have so many ideas. That I doubt make sense. I just need a couple of years of school and I can shake the table. And she said, you need more than that. In other words, you need to just go to school forever. No, just kidding. So here's what I said back to both of them. I tweeted out the following the other day. Maybe Mindy and Cardi B can discuss this over Coffee. My favorite Coffee comes from Colombia, spelled Columbia, as opposed to Colombia. These two ladies may have had a misunderstanding. However, I'm sure they'll become friends someday. No challenge is too great. And I spelled two, T-O as opposed to T-O-O. If this doesn't make sense, ask Angry Orange 45, referring to President Donald Trump. Those are references to spelling and or grammar mistakes that President Trump has made on Twitter. Coffee is supposed to be coffee. Columbia is spelled incorrectly. No challenge is too great with one O as opposed to two. Yeah, that's me clowning the Trumpster. Here's the thing, right? So could Cardi B ever be a politician? Hell to the nah. Like I said, I'm going to make a more elaborate video about the topic, but essentially Cardi B can't be a politician because she can't handle constructive criticism. Now, don't get it twisted here. A lot of people can't handle constructive criticism. A lot of people don't want to hear that crap all of the time. And when you're constantly badgered and berated with constructive and destructive criticism, it's like, come on now, it can be overwhelming. Who wants to deal with that crap all of the time? With that said, Cardi B can't handle any criticism. Cardi B is a big baby. The reason why I have always given Cardi B a pass over the years is because she's so damn good looking that I'm like, you know what, team pretty, F all of that. I don't care. Cardi B's a big baby. She can be my big baby, so it is what it is. She's fine, so she gets the pretty pass. She has pretty girl privileges, with all that mixed girl magic that she's working with. So, I just kind of always let it slide and glide, you dig? But I just got to be real here. Cardi B as a politician would never work because not only can she not handle constructive criticism, the heifer is gang related. And this is according to her own admissions. She talked about being a hat. Now, when it's cold outside, I like to wear a hat, so I understand. But hats are the notorious blood gang from New York. And some people say that they're the worst blood gang. Some people might even say that they're the worst gang on the planet and the worst gang in the world. So, I support. Well, basically, how do I word this? The Bloods just shouldn't exist. The Bloods need to be stopped. And the law should really step in and handle that. But they're not because they harm people, men with my complexion. So, it's not like they're going to be stopped or anything because they're doing their job, basically being the Black Klux Klan, which is exactly what they were made to be. They're a joke. But the thing is this, though. When you're involved with a disorganized crime organization, because that's really what the Bloods gang clowns are, You really can't call clowns like that organized crime. When you're involved with a disgusting group of individuals like that, you can't be a politician because no one will take you seriously. I mean, is she going to throw a shoe at somebody? Is she going to call up the big bad blabbermouth Bloods to come and, do something to somebody if she gets mad at them? I mean, you've openly admitted to being part of what some people might refer to as a terror group. And even though the Bloods are scared of whites, even though the Bloods wouldn't do anything to them and they just mess with the brothers, at the end of the day, there always is that chance, that one of them may be dumb enough to try something. And that'll be the end of that. Don't get it twisted. White folks are in them. They'll finish them. Like Mortal Kombat, finish them. It'll be game over. They'll be toasty. They think they're flamed up now. They have no idea they'll be flame broiled. And that's why they don't mess with whites. They know their place, like the good little slaves that they are. But the issue is that one of them might be dumb enough to try something. If Cardi B was a politician and somebody pissed them off, the Bloods are bloodettes, despite the fact that they're a joke, the fact that they could potentially get beside themselves and think they might have a little bit of power because they do that stupid crap with their fingers. They may actually try something and then they'll have to be squashed. So she can't be a politician because of her gang affiliation, the fact that she's thrown shoes at people twice, and the fact that she does not speak. Her grammar, she thinks grammar is her mother's mother. Get it? Grammar. The point is this, though. Cardi B is not well-spoken. She's not PC or politically correct. The only thing that she could do as far as politics are concerned is become a stupid conservative, because conservatives run off at the mouth and say ridiculous things just like Cardi B. And plus she loves money. She would actually, and I was going to make a video about that too, that I think that Cardi B may become a conservative. And this is like a couple months ago, or maybe a few months ago. I had this realization. I was going to make that video, and I was like, nah, I don't have time to talk about this crap. I'll just talk about it when I get a chance. But Cardi B should be a conservative, because in that way she could run her mouth all she wants. But Cardi B is talking about being attached to liberals and Democrats and whatnot. But she's talked crap about trans people. She has pissed off the sisterhood of failure. She has attached herself to a dangerous and stupid organization called the Bloods. So there's no way that she could be a liberal, Democrat, any of that crap. She would have to be independent, or she would have to be a conservative. And if she goes the independent route, I would strongly suggest she considers herself to be quote unquote conservative leaning. There's no way. Listen. In order to be a liberal, there's certain things you can't do. You can't piss off the Ligabatukwa community, the alphabets. You can't mess with them. Sesame Street does not like to be played with, okay? She done did that. She done pissed off the sisters. And remember, they're the backbone, the strong backbone of the Democratic Party. So you can't do that either. So at this point, she has to be a conservative, whether she realizes it or not. I don't know who advises Cardi B, who allows her to go on social media and say the stuff that she says, but apparently whoever's behind her, well, I know Offset is behind her, but I mean, whoever is behind her, whoever could control her social media, whoever could help her to shut her mouth more often, they're doing an absolute terrible job at taming the beast. Cardi B is one of those types of people who needs to be, tranquilized. She needs to be restrained. What she needs is guidance at the end of the day. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of her career. She doesn't have anybody who could truly guide her. Her parents, and this is not to take a stab at her parents, but basically her parents, this is not, to say anything negative about her parents, but her parents didn't give her good guidance. She joined the gang at the age of 16, according to her own admissions and whatnot. And she's just never had proper guidance. She needs like somebody who's truly like a quote unquote big homie. Like, and I hate to say this, and don't anybody laugh, but I would actually be a great person to be somebody. Cause like if Cardi B was going to do some BS, I would never sugarcoat it. I would never, allow her to do anything stupid without giving her the proper information to make sure that she was going down the right path. I would never purposely lead her down the wrong path. And one of the things that Cardi B really needs to do, man, is drop that gang affiliation. Now that you're talking about politics, Cardi, now you've done alerted these people, these white supremacists, stuff like that. You've stepped into some doodle you shouldn't have stepped into. Because if you ever did become a politician, they would get you arrested. There would be immediate smear campaigns and scare campaigns. They would scare you up out of politics. You would think that you were being attacked by demons. You would not be able to handle it. The type of attack ads that they would put out there, and they'll show you rapping about bloody shoes and all this stuff, and you in the Red Bars video wearing all that Kool-Aid red and whatnot, and it'll just be this sitting there cracking up on you. You'll be laughed at on late night talk shows and everything. Instead of you being a guest, you will be a pest, whether you realize it or not. If you really want people to come down upon you, if you really want to be investigated, Cardi B, keep talking about wanting to get into politics. If you ever did run for Congress, if you ever did run for the president, if a presidency of the United States, if I'm mistaken, you got to be 35 or 36 in order to do that. So you're nearly 10 years away from that. You might get beside yourself and think that you have a chance. You don't. There's been plenty of politicians who have a seedy past, but none of them that I know of have ever gone on camera and said that they D'd men up and then robbed them, if you know what I mean. I'll post a link to that video if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'll post it in the comment section as well as in the description box. What Cardi B said. The video came from my channel, posted in 2017. People, edited a certain part of it out of the video, certain clip and whatnot, certain confession, a certain thing that Cardi B needs to get off her chest at the time, which she tried to sugarcoat and other people tried to sugarcoat. But we're not stupid, Cardi B. We understand some of the crap that you've done. And being a member of the big blabbermouth Bloods, you talk too much. You talk so much, you talked yourself out of being involved with politics. You may have had a chance before we honestly knew too much about you. It's kind of like, let's say, for example, I didn't want to be with a hoe. And then come to find out, Cardi B used to be a little thotty thot. And then, she says too much right before our wedding. And then I'm like, I get cold feet. And I'm like, man, I'm not marrying this girl. She's a smut. I said too much. Listen, I mean, I personally, on a personal level, I like hoes. Politicians don't. Well, they, you know what I mean. You can get this lap dance here for free, but not like that. Let me explain something. That's a song. I'll post the lap dance song by NERD. Shout out to Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. I will post, and I forgot the other guy's name, Shane, I think, or something like that. I'll post the music in the comment section as well as the description box. Some of y'all are like, what is he talking about? But this is the thing, though. When it comes to politics, it's like they like hoes, but they don't. They like to use hoes. You get pimped in politics. There's a lot of tricks to politics. That's why they call it politricks. And there's people out there who for example, they call rhinos. Republicans in name only. I think Donald Trump, since he's friends with the Clintons and has been friends for years, Donald Trump is a rhino. He's nothing but essentially a liberal disguised as a conservative. There's a lot of faking and phoning up in politics. And with you being somebody who was accused of toot of the pros, somebody who is an admitted ex-ho, whatever you were doing, you don't have to be specific. You used to be a stripper. And whatever you were doing, it was some hoe behavior. It's not that they don't like those types of women in politics, as long as they can have a piece of you. You're a married woman now, and it's not like you're going to be doing anything behind the scenes with these people. So therefore, what usage do they have for you? You're some quote unquote minority, some mixed Latina with a big mouth who has a very seedy past, who's involved with gangs. They know too much about you. It's not even like they can come out with some sort of scandalous report exposure later. They can say right now, here's who Cardi B has admitted over the years to being. They can use your own words against you. They don't even have to interview people who knew you back in 2005 or 2012. They can literally just use footage from your Instagram and Love and Hip Hop and your Twitter and maybe Facebook, Facecrook, and put that crap out there and say, do you see what type of person she is? Would you ever want this person in Congress? And they would say hell to the no. The only way you would ever end up in Congress is if they were setting you up for something. They would never let you in because they actually gave a damn about what you have to say. They would never take you seriously. The best thing that Cardi B could do is, if she wanted to be involved with politics and make a change, is to make a podcast. So then that way she can interview people and put certain thoughts and information out there. If she had a podcast and a website, if that business was set up properly, it could help some people. However, you would have to drop your gang affiliation. You would have to go burn a red flag somewhere or something. You would have to say, listen, I'm no longer a blood. That was a big mistake that I made in my past, and I don't F with those people like that. I'm not associated with that type of behavior. That's something that I would never do nowadays, and I strongly suggest kids don't get involved with stuff like that. As a matter of fact, in order for me to try to right my wrongs, even though I technically never could, in order to wash some of this blood off my hands, let me just say this. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to set up this program, some sort of charity program or whatever, to help keep youth out of gangs. That right there would be a step forward. Like I said, you got to denounce that past, Cardi. Otherwise, you're just making a fool of yourself to think that you could ever be involved with politics at all. Like I said, the best thing to do is have a podcast, a charity, or some other sort of organization that keeps kids out of gangs, and a website. That's the most that you can do. The most that you can do is be involved with people who are involved with politics and promote them, like how you interview Bernie Sanders. Mr. Reparations are very divisive, that clown. So I don't support Sanders personally. Anybody who doesn't support reparations could never get my vote. Just my personal opinion. And Kamala Harris, no. Oh, come on now. I'm glad she's up out of the political race. But why are we still pretending that Joe Biden isn't about to be president, or Trump? One or the other. It's going to be either Biden or Trump. But anyway, this is all my opinion. I got to go. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. MAGA. Oh, for those that listen all the way into the end of my video, the secret password to say at the end of this video, the secret password to say in the comment section to let me know you listen all the way into the end of this video is Cardi, please. Because there's no way that she's going to be a politician. Do you think that she would ever become a member of Congress? Do you think she has a chance? Do you think she has a snowball's chance in hell? Do you think she has a chance? You think she has a blood walking down a Crip neighborhood chance, or a Crip walking down a blood neighborhood chance? Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it below.
Hold on. How you gonna make a video about me and think I wasn't gonna say nothing? First of all, I am gonna be in Congress. Then I'm gonna be the president. Offset's gonna be the first lady, the first lady's man. He's gonna be up in office, tossing it up, dealing with other women behind my back in my office. And I'm gonna walk in on him, and I'm gonna ask him what he's doing. He's gonna say, "Ooh, nothing." And I'll be like, "Yes, you are doing something, you son of a..." But that ain't none of y'all business. I will be a member of Congress. I will be the president. And ain't nothing nobody can do about it. Nothing. Including you, Meat Magazine. You got MAGA in your name. You're probably a fan of Trump. Shut up. Alright, y'all. Cardi, please. Cardi, please is the password to say in the comment section. 1.
Click the subscribe button right now for more Meat Magazine. Click the notification bell, all notifications. Click the thumbs up button on this video. Post a comment below the video in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe to all the Meat Magazine channels for more videos. The links to my other channels are in the description box.